Hello once again and welcome back everybody. It's Complicated Relationships Reddit Stories. Hope you guys are safe and healthy. Now let's see what the story is about today. Yes, we have two stories today and the first story is titled I Caught Them in Our House Together. Last week I was completely and utterly happy. Head over heels in love with my fiancée. We have been together for years. We found out in May that she was pregnant. Life didn't feel like it could get any better. I'm an essential worker and still unfortunately have to travel from time to time for my job. I have been trying to cut down on plane travel and will drive if able. Last week I was scheduled to be gone all week but being able to leave several days ahead of time. So I wanted to surprise my fiancée. It was an 8-hour drive but ended up being close to 14 because of traffic and poor timing on my part. I get home around 10:30 p.m. and find her and a co-worker in our home together. She is an assistant producer at a local news station and he's one of the anchors. She immediately tries to defuse the situation, says it is not what I think it is and not jumping to conclusions. He jumps up and leaves with his pants in his hands. I was so angry I was seeing stars. She tries to talk to me about it, but I never wanted to hear it. I leave and call a buddy and have been staying with him for the past week. I spoke to her on the phone yesterday and she told me it was a one-time thing. She feels the passion has been missing in our relationship, which I don't agree at all. I think she's trying to justify the cheating and gaslight me. I'm so angry and she won't stop calling me. I don't know what to do. We are going to be parents and I don't want anything to do with her, but I'm stuck with her for the next 18 years minimum. She hasn't even apologized. She just keeps trying to justify her actions. Now here is an update. This week has been really bad. I met my friend's family law buddy last week. He contacted her and told he'll go public about their affair, so she was more forthcoming with information. She told him that they have been seeing each other for over a year. She is 85% sure the baby is mine because they never done it unprotected but doesn't want to have a DNA test until the baby is born. Lawyer believes the baby is the other guy's based on this comment. I haven't fully moved out yet, just moved a lot of clothes to my buddy's place. The lawyer thinks that I should sell the house and not let her buy me out because he doesn't think that she has the funds and would BS me. Now, on to what you're here for. We did multiple DNA tests and the baby is mine. He was born a few weeks ago and by far the greatest thing that happened to me. He makes all this mess worth it. His mother and I are not together. I strictly speak to her about the baby and that's all. House is sold, closing is 3/1, but we do not need to be there. Still living with my buddy, hoping to buy a new home in next month for me and my son. I did not go public with the affair out of respect for my son. Her employers know and she was terminated. He is still working there. I don't know about their relationship now and I don't care. I'm guessing he bolted. End of the first story. Before we go to the next, let me give you a few comments by the beautiful community. JST8778 says, I'm sure there could be a method to put the anchor without getting your ex's name mixed up on this. How is your relationship overall with ex? Did she ever show remorse? What about the family? How are they treating her? Having them know doesn't mean her name will be over the news. OP's reply. No sign of remorse. We avoid each other and only text about the baby. Her family is on my side. Impossible City 8059 says, why wasn't he fired? Tell his significant other. OP's reply. I have no idea why he wasn't fired. I'm guessing because he's harder to replace. Maybe he's on probation. He doesn't appear to have a significant other either. From what I've seen on his social media pages, he's a player. Follows a lot of local models and NFL cheerleaders. Probably seen them but nothing serious besides my at the time pregnant fiancée. We have the second story coming up next, but before that, please give a thumbs up if you're enjoying the video so far. The second story is titled, My Fiancé Caught Up with a Friend and Began to Question Our Engagement. My fiancé became emotionally invested with another guy she used to have feelings for. In November, I discovered she was sending selfies of her outfits for work, photos of what we were doing, and texting non-stop throughout the workday, mainly about pointless stuff. One night she asked if we could watch a movie, which I later found out he was mentioning in their conversation. The last message he sent revealed how he felt about my fiancé and said, "It's in your court now." My fiancé responded with something like, "Oh wow, that's a lot to take in. I need to figure out what I'm doing here, but until then we shouldn't talk." Then she took a screenshot of the conversation and sent it to her best friend, who said, "Whoa, what are you going to do?" This is not the first time she texted this guy. Even last year, she was catching up with him. She told him she liked him, but she's with me and thought her feelings were wrong. I found out about the texting. She turned off notifications for his messages and social media. I confronted her. She said she knew it would hurt me, but she did it anyways. I asked for my ring back and went to my parents for a week. My friends told me to end it since this is not the first time, but I said I have to give it one more chance and see what she does, and we are trying to work it through since we are both going to individual counseling. We want to do couples therapy, but want to figure out what we want first. We talked about it again last night, and she said she never flirted with him, yet she admitted she may have a little when I found out. I feel like I'm running in circles with her. I'm stress eating, grinding my teeth, and struggling to forgive. This is not the first time with this guy, and she said it wouldn't happen again. I'm scared for our future, and she always says that she loves me. I feel like it is because she got caught though and almost lost me. I'm scared they would have been physical at some point. Here is the first update. Yesterday I went through her computer and found conversations from a year ago with a friend I did not know about, talking about dreams, weird flirty chatting, and discussions about pop culture that I thought I got her into. Hindsight, it all lines up. She knew in 2019 that there was something there and was not sure how she felt then. We were still dating at that point and not engaged. I also found out that she was wanting to break up with me 4 weeks ago. She also broke my boundary of social distancing and saw a friend who has been in contact with someone with COVID. Opinions aside, she never told me, my family, and we had a few high-risk people. We talked last night. I told her about my new findings and I told her it's over. She needs to explore her feelings for the other guy who looks half as good as me and nowhere near financially stable. She agreed and I got the ring back. After a lot of tears, I started to discuss about the lease and the finances. She's upset since 80% of the things are mine or my family's. She had been using my car and relied on me to get to our apartment. Even with a roommate, she will struggle. I wish nothing bad should happen to her, but she should have thought about all of that before questioning our relationship. I have to quarantine until I can move back to my parents for now. It's a weird limbo. It's bad, but I see the light at the end. I'm sad about the good memories, but I know if this didn't happen, she'll explore feelings with other guys if we did get married. I have a great boss who told me to take the next few days off and great friends who have been talking me through this. I'm thankful for COVID as it caused a delay in our wedding, which would have been one day before D-Day. We all know we deserve better, and I know someone out there who will love me unconditionally. Now it's time to heal. Here is the final update. Our apartment lease ended last month. We were able to break the lease with little to no penalty. It was a huge breath of fresh air once that was settled. She took most of our things, left a little bit of mess, but hey, it all worked out. We have been 90% no contact since, only talking about lease updates and arranging pickups for personal belongings. This was the best way to go. It got difficult at times, but it has allowed me to focus on growing myself more. I'm really excited to start this new chapter. My family celebrated with some A5 Wagyu steak from Japan. My savings has already increased and I only took a $3,000 or so hit on the wedding and engagement stuff. A small price to pay in a scheme of life, lot cheaper than a divorce. I'm working out again, getting back to old hobbies, enjoying time with family and hoping to get back to meeting people once COVID dissipates. A better year, got news of a new promotion at work. Once you get out of the fog, it's amazing how things can turn around. If you are young and not married, I cannot stress this enough. Move on. It has been so much better in 2 months by ending things than 2 months of trying to fix things. My heart goes out to all of you who are struggling through breakups. I hope my story can show you the hope you need, and always feel free to reach out. Cheers. Also, a side note, how long did those who started dating take to make that jump? I know it differs from person to person, but I'm curious to hear about your timelines. I think half a year after D-Day in my circumstances is sufficient. I'm feeling confident about things, but want to focus on myself for a while longer. Someone asked me about the car situation. Right before we broke up, she was driving my car. She got in an accident, no one was hurt. The insurance company gave me a nice check for the total loss. So I went and bought the car we had been looking to buy after our wedding. She was not happy when she found out. End of the story. Well, OP, I'm happy to hear that things are improving for you. You made the right decision, saved yourself from even worse down the line. What if you had married her and she ended up stepping out? You're a youngster. You should remain focused, continue to assemble, and you will realize when you are prepared to dating once again. No need to rush. Thank you all for listening. Please like, comment and share the story if you enjoyed it. Also, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so you will be notified when we upload the next video. Take care.